Tempus AI going public today on the Nasdaq right here. It's going to be listed under the ticker TEM. The public offering priced at $37 a share. That is the top of the range. And joining us right now in an exclusive interview is Tempus AI founder and CEO Eric Lefkofsky. Good morning to you. It's great to see you. So this is a big day for you.
It is.
And we were just talking about whether this day was ever going to come in terms of how this company started and where you thought you'd be.
Yeah. I mean, it's been an incredible journey. I never would have imagined we'd be here. As I was saying, I thought early on this could have been a nonprofit. So it's kind of incredible that it's turned into this kind of a company with this kind of scale. It's awesome to watch.
Let's talk about where it is now. But before we do that, let's go back in time and explain the genesis of this story.
Yeah, so, I mean, in my case, my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer almost 10 years ago, and I was just perplexed at how little data was a part of her care. I used to say we were giving, truck drivers picking up pallets of water bottles, more technology and more tools than we give physicians, which is just maddening. And so we set out to try to bring the benefits of artificial intelligence and technology to diagnostics by essentially contextualizing a laboratory test result around the patient for whom it was ordered. And that technology just began to take off. People began to order the tests that we were offering through the genomic sequencing we were doing of cancer patients. The business began to grow. We began to hire people, and here we are 8 years later.
So now it's considered an AI company. But before, would have you thought about it as an AI company or a machine learning company or what?
It's a great question. I mean, we've been focused on machine learning and big data and technology and algorithms and models since our inception. So, back then, 8.5 years ago, it was natural language processing and optical character recognition and all kinds of, large machine learning models. Obviously, as AI has evolved, especially with large language models, the focus of the business and our ability to use AI has changed. But we've been thinking about AI in diagnostics.
But has something? But the advent, if you will, of generative AI, has that completely and fundamentally shifted your business, or is it actually not that different than what it was before before ChatGPT was revealed?
I think it's a natural evolution. I mean, we filed it's interesting, we filed a patent for a technology called Tempus AI, which is basically a doctor can talk to a laboratory test result and ask it any question, and eventually a patient, and it'll give you an answer. And so that technology is essentially like ChatGPT for a laboratory test result. And this will work for a blood test, a CAT scan, a genomic test. And the benefit to patients is just extraordinary when physicians are armed with all the data they need to make a decision.
I think probably one of the biggest problems is the fiscal constraints that doctors' offices and that hospitals face. We had the CEO of the Cleveland Clinic here last week, and he talked about how most hospitals work on a profit margin of 1% to 2%. That doesn't allow for a lot of spending on CapEx to go after some of these newer, better, greater technologies that lead to more. How do you make this affordable? How do you make it something that they can say, okay, we absolutely have to prioritize this over all of these other issues?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take private companies. Like, there's just no way this system can bring innovation without capitalism. And it's impossible to fund this. Like, if you think about it, this is directionally right. The NIH invests something like $35 billion across all diseases to make us healthy. Google probably invests 3 times that just in making search work.
Right.
So there's a reason that search is like really good and patients are still suffering. And we just have to switch this economic model. We have to have companies that are able to basically bring technology and tools and the benefits of AI, like Tempus, to the hands of physicians and patients.
But how do you make money on it? Like, that's who pays?
Oh my! The system is riddled with so much inefficiency. And again, this is directionally right. We spend like $3.4 trillion a year in this country on healthcare, and by many accounts, a third of that is wasted.
Yeah.
Which means there's $1 trillion or more just wasted. So companies that are able to kind of use data and technology to route patients to the right therapeutic are going to be able to capture some of the savings generated from the system.
But for this business specifically, it's still, unfortunately, it's still a money-losing business.
like most technology companies.
Like a lot of technology companies, it's a money-losing business. Now, the money-losing is less than it used to be.
Yes.
But it's still over $200 million.
Yeah.
So what do you need to do to get to at least even, if not massive profitability?
Yeah, I mean, we're on a really good trajectory already. If as our revenues have been growing pretty quickly, and they're still growing pretty quickly. We're not investing all that gross profit dollar growth back into the business. So we're generating improved leverage every quarter. And if you just kind of trend line this out, we expect sometime in 2025 to turn the corner and be both cash flow positive and adjusted EBITDA positive. So, and look, that's obviously, we'll have to see how that plays out. And it's impossible to really know what's going to happen in the future. But the trend line looks good, and every intention is to keep that trend line moving.
You're going public. I'm curious, had you at any point entertained the prospect of selling the business?
No. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time thinking about, like, we should go public or we should sell. I spend a lot of time thinking about the problem, and the problem is unsolved. There are still about 1.8, 1.9 million patients diagnosed with cancer a year in this country. 600,000 still die. 600,000 died 25 years ago.
Right.
So this problem is still massively unsolved, and I believe that technology and tools like Tempus can help route a significant percentage of patients to the right therapy.
I got to ask you a question about history for a second, which is that you were one of the co-founders of Groupon, which was one of the great darlings of the internet for a hot minute, and then it wasn't.
Yep.
So what was the lesson for you as a business person, manager of a business, and how does that relate to this? Because I'm sure that's a question that investors are going to be asking.
Yeah, I think, look, I mean, every success and failure you learn from, and they're all lessons. I think in the case of Tempus, we took a very different approach. We decided to grow this much slower. We're predominantly focused on cancer, predominantly focused on the United States, and that's been our focus for now. We'll turn 9 in August, so almost 9 years. In the case of Groupon, I think by the time we were 2 or 3, we weren't in one country, we were in like 50 countries. It just grew very different. And that business model kind of, I think, required that kind of growth because it didn't have the same barriers to entry that a company like Tempus has that's in genomic sequencing and applying AI to complex disease areas. And so it's just a very different story. But look, in every experience, this is my 4th time, I think, taking a company public on Nasdaq. Some go well, some don't. You learn, and you hope that you just get better every time.